Hey everybody, Ron here again from Anthem Off-Road, and this time we're coming at you live with Fuller.
What's up, guys? Fuller from Custom Offsets.
Fuller from Custom Offsets is joining us, and we are going to do another episode of Rate Your Ride. You ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. So the first one we're looking at is a 2016 Jeep Wrangler JK on Anthem Defender 17x9s with a negative 12 offset. On Pro Comp Extreme mud terrains, 40x13x5 big boys, and a rough country suspension lift of 6 inches. Fuller, first impressions.
I think it's pretty unique. You don't see a lot of people do like the truck version of the JK here. I love that he's got, it looks like he's got a full-size spare in there. He's got like some sort of bed extender built for this thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot put into this, and 40s on a JK, that's a lot of wheel and tire.
Yeah, this looks tactical AF.
Yes,
so
it's probably accurate.
As soon as I looked at that with the side panels and stuff, it looks like something that would hold molly gear. So,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. You could like build onto that, and you could hang up like if you got those traction boards or like any sort of survival gear, med kit, like all that.
Yeah, max tracks, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, super cool. It's definitely got that aggressive look to it, especially with the big beefy tires on 40s. Again, you don't normally see that. But they've got the wheel wells out there too, wide
like
open.
Aftermarket fenders.
Yeah, for sure.
Bumpers.
So super aggressive looking. Looks like front bumper, rear bumper. I mean, this thing's, everything.
The angry grille and the big hood scoop.
Yeah, everything looks customized on this. He's got looks like a light bar up there.
Probably a light bar, but it's probably a cover.
A cover for the light bar. Yeah, very aggressive stance. He's got the winch. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
It's like different variations of the build, because it looks like he's got some, like a little bit less stuff done in some of these pictures as compared to the first one.
Yeah, it looks like some of these were probably taken at different times. I'm ready to go on this. How about you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 8.
6. Went with a 6 because, I guess I don't know which version is current, but like this version, all with all the stickers, and it looks like he's got Hillbilly written on the side there, and the hood scoop wasn't color matched or anything. But then in the pictures where he's got the like tire tread on the side, then I would probably give it an 8. So I think this is a little bit more clean. And there is a point, where you can sometimes go a little too far.
Yeah, I agree. And this is the 8. When I came up with the 8, that's the one that I was looking at. Definitely for going out and mudding trails, stuff like that. It's right on. Cool. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Here we go. Here's a 2017 Ford F-350 Super Duty on Anthem Equalizer 20x10s with a negative 21 offset. Nitto Ridge Graps 295x60 and a rough country leveling kit. So nothing outrageous here.
No, but probably an excellent setup for like a daily driver.
Yep.
And he does have that, looks like aftermarket front bumper on there, and a toolbox in the bed.
Yep.
I like the way the milling on the wheels too kind of ties into like the chrome grille, the chrome door handles, chrome mirror caps.
Yeah, it accents it just right. Nothing too crazy on this one.
Because he's still got the stock running boards on there too, so it kind of like pulls everything together.
Yeah, he's definitely, it looks like he uses this for work. It's a Super Duty, but on top of that, he's got the brush guard up front, so. And he does have the aftermarket rear bumper as well to match.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah, nice clean setup, nothing crazy, but it looks like the milling ties in nicely with some of the chrome accents, so.
Dope.
And full-size bed too, it looks like.
Yeah, crew cab, long bed.
Yep.
That's a big truck.
Yep, absolutely. You ready?
Yeah. Let me look. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
8.
7.
I want the 8 on this one because I think this is pretty much a perfect daily driving vehicle. FX4 package on the Ford, so I know it's got pretty nice interior in there too, I would imagine. I love the color of the vehicle. I think the wheel selection is good. 20x10, so like you get a little bit of lip, but it's not too much. You can still turn this thing, you get full turning out of it, because in a truck that's 23 feet long or whatever these are, you're gonna want to be able to turn them. Yeah,
for sure, I agree. I don't necessarily like red. That was just a personal thing. Yep. So, but yeah, I mean, overall nice setup. It's not gonna, this isn't gonna take away from, mileage too much, gas mileage, stuff like that. It's just a nice, clean setup.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess if I had to change one thing, I'd probably put on the power running boards.
Yep.
I just think that
let
cleans
that
it up.
Yeah, absolutely. but he is matching that up with the wheel
Right.
with the wheel accent, so it works. Cool. Let's get on to number 3. All right, here we go. 2011 Ford F-150, Anthem equalizer 20x10s with a -24 offset on Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax 35x12.5, rough country 4-inch suspension lift. What do you think?
Right off the bat, I really like the way this looks. Other than if I have to pick on something, I'd probably pick on the light bar. I actually really like the Raptor style grills. I know some people, get mad because of the poser or whatever, but it doesn't actually say Raptor anywhere on here, so we're gonna let it slide. But I like the grill, and then 35s, right, on a 4-inch. So it's pretty stuffed in there. I think that's a good tire size for this, and I love the Wrangler Duratrack. If you're looking for tires, you want something that's great off-road, you can air these things down. I drove on these a ton the last couple of years. Used them all winter, and they perform really well in the snow here that we have. And then on the road, they're a pretty decent tire too. Some people say they can get a little bit noisy, but anytime you get a tire that aggressive, that's just kind of part of the game.
For sure. Yeah, I agree on everything you said. The light bar to me just attracts a little bit from it, but that's a personal preference. Looks like he's got a light bar down below as well.
Yeah. See, that's clean. I like when people put the light bars, behind the grills or in the bumper, right where they fit. When you throw one on top, not only does it kind of stick out a little bit, but they can get noisy too.
Yep.
Because it kind of affects how the wind flows over.
Yeah,
the truck.
you get that whining up there. So, yeah, but I mean, just having the stock bumper and adding that to it, gives it that customized look without changing anything, and it's super clean looking.
Yeah, because everything's paint to match. So.
Yeah, exactly. He's tied in that grill nicely again. Everything paint to match. The 3 additional lights, I definitely love that. I did that to my truck myself, so I think it just gives it that little touch of extra. Looks like he does have the power running boards, I think,
nice.
tucked up under there. Really nice stance. Looking
Yeah, I
at
think
this,
fitment's great on here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like he's got a couple inches there.
Again, same kind of thing, it's 10 wides and 35s. It's only a 4-inch lift kit, so everything's stuffed in there really nice. And you do get a little bit of lip, but you're running 20s, so there's enough wheel there too that it looks good and it's going to perform decent. Because 35s on 20s, you get a decent amount of sidewall there. It's not a ton by any means, but plenty for any sort of mild off-road stuff.
Yep, I agree. I got a number. How about you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 8.
8.5. Gave him a little extra half bump.
All right.
Yeah, I think this is really clean. I really like this truck. I would totally drive it. I wish I could see the tailgate or the backside to see what trim this is, because I can't really tell. But he's got the chrome ear caps, so I was wondering if there's a platinum or an XLT or something like that, because these trucks get pretty nice interior stuff too. So as far as a daily driver goes, again, great setup here. You can do some mild wheeling. Picked on the light bar a little bit, like I mentioned. I see a lot of people now going back to the LED round lights. I think that looks sweet.
Yeah, the old-fashioned
ones.
KC highlights. Yeah, that type of look.
I'd probably throw some of those on the roof and then I'd get picked on, but that's how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think it's a nice, clean look. That wraps up this episode of Rate Your Ride. Fuller, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
And if you want to have your vehicle rated, go over to anthemwheels.com and add your vehicle to the gallery. Until next time, see you.